Hey, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, whatever. I'm actually back with some kind of update today. Not necessarily on the 55, even though kind of not on the Caddy. Nope. Mustang. Nope. They'll all be in the video. Mostly just getting cleaned up, probably, hopefully, depending on how the day goes. And not even on, not even on the Cutlass. So Cutlass is over here looking all sad and whatnot. Let's see. Where you at? Right there. Try to get that thing cleaned up today. Mostly what this video is about, a new shop. So here she is. She's a 30 wide, 60 long, 14 high, 3 10x10 doors on that side, a 12x12 in the front with the man door. The building is up. It's not anywhere close to done because, you know, things cost money, but we'll go in here in a second. Had to go grab the key real quick, which is still weird to me, having a shop with a lock. Wow. So here we go. Nothing really done on the inside yet. Let me cut these lights on. Right now I have an extension cord running a couple work lights. Yesterday I did get the floors started. I had this, where's it? That's right here. This densifier, there's 5 gallons. It's like Foundation Armor L3000 concrete densifier. So I used that, and you can kind of see where I did get it done. Mostly where the cars will be. That's where I focused on for now. So you can see like up to here, and then down and over, and then here into the door, because there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then 4 cars stuffed in here. Hopefully today, the plan is to get them all cleaned up and bring them in. I have some garage floor mats that I'm gonna put underneath them to try to keep the floor from soaking in so much oil. But Buddy's coming over with a hammer drill, I guess. We're gonna put these D-ring anchors in several places. So like one in front of each door, but will be under like shelving and stuff. So that way I can use that as an anchor point to pull stuff in. You know, I like to keep raggedy stuff that doesn't run. And then this one would be for the main door. So I'll get that centered up on there, and we're gonna anchor those into the concrete. But yeah, so here it is. Let's see if I can zoom out a bit. 14-foot ceilings. I plan to keep this side for storage, so just like back 3 cars in there, and I'll probably put the Mustang in here long ways, just tucked off in the corner. And then it's gonna be tough looking into this light, but this right here will be the main like work bay where stuff gets done, and eventually get a lift there. They made the pad thicker where I told them to, where the lift posts would be, but that's gonna have to wait. And then if we look this way, so everything to kind of the right of there, and then over and in here. This is mostly gonna be storage for parts and stuff, and then work, you know, toolboxes, etc. Spot to work on stuff, like a decent open area. Eventually I'll get some lighting, looking at those like Hyperlight LED UFO high bay lights. Get this place lit up pretty decent. Getting a quote on some spray foam and stuff, but yeah, here she is. So just gonna be waiting on my buddy to stop by today. While I'm waiting on him, I'm gonna go kind of just get these cars cleaned up a bit, see if I can make them look a little bit more presentable, and not bring all that trash and dirt and stuff like that into the shop, especially like the Mustang. The Mustang's gonna get tucked off in that corner and not touched for a while, so I don't really want to put it in there looking like it does now. This thing, I should be able to get it started, pull it out. What it needs right now is probably a battery, maybe some starting fluid and some air in the tires, but the motor mounts in this are bad, so the fan's hitting the shroud. That's why I haven't been driving it. Then the Mustang needs all 4 tires, doesn't run. It's gonna have to get pulled over there and use those anchors to pull it in. But the tire situation, not ideal. So gonna have to figure that out. And then the Caddy runs and everything. I just had to air up this tire and pull it in. And the 55, I should be able to get running enough to like kind of get over there, probably back it in, but it gets pretty hot quick. I need to go through the cooling system. But yeah, like, I'm actually not going to clean the 55 up. I think that this thing is going to look pretty cool, or at least I want to drive it a couple of times once it's back on the road, clean the white walls up, get them nice and bright, and then leave the car just as dirty and cruddy as it is, and just see what kind of looks it gets. This thing I need to clean up too, the Caddy. Probably just wash it down real quick wash, clean the wheels and put it up. So I guess I'll get started. I don't know where to start. We'll see where we go from here. Oh yeah, so I was in here actually bringing one of those garage mats, undercar mats in, opening the doors to get some airflow, and I realized I mentioned I densified kind of the floor right here where the cars are gonna go. I plan on doing all of it pretty much just to make the surface harder and I guess get rid of the concrete dusting like it will. The only problem is that 5 gallons I thought was supposed to cover everything, but I got halfway through, so I ordered a new one. But when I realized I was going to run out, I focused on this area so that way I could get the cars moved in as soon as possible. Once they're moved in, and whenever that shows up, I think this week, I'll be able to do the rest of the floor in here. So it's not that I'm not going to do the whole floor, it's just I ran out of product for the moment. Figured somebody might ask about that. I got that first mat laid out, so while that, I guess, relaxes some because it came in folded, while this relaxes some, I think this is where the Cadillac's gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash that in a second. It's gonna be Cadillac, Cutlass, 55, and then the Mustang back here. And then I'll probably park my truck in here after this gets densified, and probably gonna put a sealer down in this because this will be the main work area, something that's oil and chemical resistant. So I guess I'm gonna go start washing the Cadillac. Had a quick little slight change of plans, and after seeing how this first one laid out, how it's got all those wrinkles in it, I decided to lay the other 3 out where they're gonna be so they can start to, flatten out. But now I'm gonna go ahead and clean this Cadillac over yonder, and there's really nothing to see with that one. With the Cutlass and like the Mustang, I'll get some decent before and after pictures, or like maybe some during while I'm pressure washing the stuff off because they're pretty grody. But yeah, I'll check back in a second. All right, so when I said wash, I use that term very lightly. What I really meant was spray all of the dirt off of it and kind of pressure wash the wheels. That's as far as I'm going because it's already drying. It's the middle of the day in Florida. It's a black car and I gotta wait for a better time, but I wanted to get some of the stuff knocked off. So it's good she's getting. All right, so I got the Cadillac, hosed down and brought in. It fits pretty decent. I'm probably gonna move the mat back, probably to about here, because this thing still runs rich for now, and it black smokes out the tailpipe. So I just threw this this cardboard down for now until I pull it out and then fix it. I'll probably pull, I don't know, I might leave these mats how they are, because both of these cars are significantly shorter than that one. So I'm gonna go now and mess with this Cutlass, I guess. The batteries in the trunk for the hydraulics are still actually on the charger. Let's see if this thing even has a battery. Definitely gonna need to throw some air in the tires. Let's see. Hopefully there's nothing dangerous in here. All right, so no battery. All right, well, I guess I'll pull the battery out of something and air these tires up and see what happens. I might actually air the tires up first, now that I'm thinking about it, and see if I can hook something up to my truck and just pull this out of here. I think there might be some like poison ivy in there, so rather not work on it in there. All right, man. Things are filling up, it looks like. Let's see. Probably gonna hold air. Did that other front one already. I gotta do the back ones here in a second, but you know, trying to avoid doing that as long as possible. So I just pulled that battery out of 55. I think this battery is the one that goes in the Cutlass anyways. It actually looks like I might have replaced it right when I got the Cutlass going last time, just for it to sit and probably be trash now. So I'm gonna switch this and I'm gonna carry it over the other side of this shed and throw it in the Cutlass and see what happens. All right, so I got that battery swapped in. Luckily, passed me, helped future me out, and left the tools right here. Yeah. So we're all set up there. I think I got a change of plans. I think I'm gonna grab these tools. I think I'm going to, since I gotta get in there to put it in neutral anyways, if I wanted to drag it out, I might as well throw the jump pack on here just to see what'll happen if I turn the key. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, so it's starting to look a lot more like some of that stuff was poison ivy or poison oak or something, because it's tearing my legs up right now. But I'm gonna set up the tripod and go grab the jump pack and let's see what happens. actually. Looks like the alternator's still charging. Man, this thing's trusty. Just had to get some gas to the car. That's old gas too. Look at the side that has the sun on it. Man, this thing's rough. Getting rougher by the day, by the minute. At least now I'll be able to get it indoors, clean it up some, hopefully give me some motivation to work on this thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna, I guess, get the pressure washer out and try to hose as much of this stuff off here as I can. Probably gonna let it run a bit and burn some of this off, charge the battery up some. It's not supposed to be there. Got all kinds of stuff going through here. Yeah, I'll check back in whenever I get it cleaned up a little bit. About to pull around here a little bit to get closer to where the pressure washer's at, so I got enough water hose, I guess. Ooh, not ideal, but hey, better than it not starting. Gonna do a bunch of this, check back in whenever she's more clean. Got this thing hosed down, cleaned up a little bit. Man, just because this thing's white in this bright sun, it looks way better on camera than it does in real life. Like, you can see the rust up there, but like, you stand back, you know, 20, 30 feet or so, you know, catch it from across the street or something like that. You're like, dang. Went ahead and got the cutlass pulled in. In its long deserved spot. Still got to clean it up some more and everything, but I went ahead and popped the trunk. I need to clean all this stuff out too, but I also need to remember to put the charger back on it so these batteries don't go bad. I have these, where are they at? Oh, they're down here. These Noco Genius things permanently wired in, so all I have to do is put a extension cord right there. It charges all the batteries for me. It's pretty slick actually. Since the last time I parked it, whenever, like a couple years ago, I've just had it plugged in and it seemed like the batteries are all charged up, still working pretty decent anyways. Much better than if I hadn't, so I would definitely recommend that as a way to charge. All right, so both of the back tires aired up on this thing. Neither of the fronts were interested in holding air, but I mean, I'm not exactly sure why. So that one's a little rough, and I don't think that one's got a chance. So I don't know. I'm gonna spend some time here with it and clean it up a bit. Hit it with the pressure washer, try to get as much of this stuff off as possible. After that, I think I'm gonna drag it forward with my truck and then see if I can pull these front tires off and get them to hold air for at least like 15 minutes or so. But I'll check in whenever I get this thing cleaned up a little bit. What are we looking like down here? Is this gonna come on? Blow a little of that rust off with that I mean, it's not coming off bad, and then paint's actually shining when it's wet. It's just got a little bit of, you know, whatever that is. Cabbage growing. Something like that. I'll get this side cleaned up and then look over at the other side here, which is the worst one. All right, let's see how this goes now. Oh. Man, normally half bad. All right, I'm gonna finish this fender up and I'll check back in, compare it to the door next to it. Got that fender done. Let's do quarter panel. All right, enough playing around. I'm gonna knock this out the rest of the way. It looks like this tire's still holding air. The passenger side's not, but need to get this done before we start losing light. I got this side done now. Yeah, it's shining because it's wet. I guess I'll try to clean this off and the grill. After that, I need to figure out how I'm gonna get this thing in there. Got some ideas, but not sure which one I'm gonna go with yet. Got this to deal with first. See you soon. All right, she's clean now. Well, she's still rusty, but she doesn't have any moss growing on it. So now I think I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight and go grab some wheel dollies, because once I can drag it with my truck over there, but once I get it in there, I'm not trying to drag it on the new concrete, so I try to pull it there and, I don't know, get it on wheel dollies, move it into position. But gotta have wheel dollies before you can do that. So on my way. So I went and grabbed my truck, got some wheel dollies, and I was just gonna pull it over there to the shop. Pulled it a couple of feet, right? And I was like, that don't look good. So then, let's just take a little peek under here. Oh, wait, what's that? That's not supposed to be like that. So, that's a little bit further gone than I thought that it was, or knew it was. So, crap. So, just because, you know, subframe connector or whatever, suspension is messed up, it's not going to keep me from brute force dragging it to where it's going to end up. This gives any indication of how it went. It's not ideal. But now what I need to do is, I got these dollies, right? Stopped by Harbor Freight. Got the nicer, quote unquote, ones. And then while I was waiting for my phone to charge earlier, a buddy stopped by, and we set these D-rings with some good anchors. Set several of them, basically set up so where, and then there's one up here too. So basically, if I need to drag something in here, I have an anchor point kind of for each door. I'm gonna use this guy right here. Got this from Amazon. This says Beaver, what is this, some sort of hoist. So we got this guy, right? We got that anchor point. We got this thing, I think this is 25 feet. And then we got this raggedy strap that I have a J-hook on. So what I'm about to do is pull these out. I have a 20-foot logging chain also that I just picked up from Home Depot. I'm gonna attach that to there, pull that out as far as I can, then hook this up to the extension cord, run this out, and grab this. Grab the car with the J-hook. And we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna move this this mat. It's just here getting unwrinkled. All right, so I got this thing hooked up to power, hooked up to the chain, hooked up to the D-ring. Got a little remote, I don't even know if it works yet. Got my dollies ready. I'm gonna run this out, hook it up to there, see if it does anything. I'm gonna set the camera down, set it up, so we can see how it goes. Well, it's working. I'm going to hook my truck up to the back and drag it this way, I think. Straighten it up some because that's not going to cut it, I don't think. We'll try. I need to grab a little further up the chain. Actually, before I try to drag it, I'm going to see if I can straighten up the wheels while it's being pulled. That would be nice, but with the, stuff how it is, I doubt that's going to work. I don't know. It's getting a little close over here. I was able to turn it though, so I might just hook my truck up to it and back it out some more and then try to steer it in. I wasn't even thinking about the steering potentially working with how bad the suspension is, but I guess that's what I'll do now. Let's see, take two. see if I can do anything like that.
All right, take 3.
Try this again.
Working, so I need to
So I was gonna put it on the dollies as soon as the front wheels got in, but I think if I do that, it's just gonna pull it. I want to get all 4 in, and then I'll jack it up, put it on the dollies, and then hopefully I can just push it in without using this thing. So let's go. Alright, she's in. Gotta go grab my jack and put on these dollies.
Yeah, so she's in. Could have been easier, but it also could have been harder. Not bad for just being myself, being here by myself. Messed up the concrete a little bit down there. I'm gonna have to clean up this mess with all this dirt and stuff, but for just being me here and how disabled this car is, I think that worked out decent. All right, I'll be back when I get to it. All right, I got it up on the jacks. I'm here on the wheel dollies. Now let me get it. I know I was walking all in front of the camera, but all right, got 1, 2, 3 in now. Clean up this mess real quick. Try to work on getting the 55 in here. Just gonna sweep this up. I'll check back in whenever I start messing with the 55. I need to snag the battery back out of here, throw it in there. Maybe it'll start, maybe it won't, we'll see. All right, so I got the battery out of the Cutlass, picked up some starting fluid, got my jump pack charged up. Gonna throw that bad boy in here. I just looked, the key is inside. So I'm gonna throw the battery in here, throw the jump pack on it, see what happens. Just thought about it, if this thing starts, anything in there? No. If this thing starts, I need to be able to get it back. Oh! I need to be able to get it over there as quick as possible. So, all right, let's throw this jump pack on here. Give it a little starting fluid. That was probably oh, guess that dropped off. Well, it sounds like the starter's not engaging, so got a new starter on it. I don't know. Oops. So I think I'm just gonna drag it. It's aired up right now. So let me close this valve, undo that, and then I'm gonna go grab my truck real quick. Actually, sometimes when it rolls forward, it'll engage now. Maybe not. Ugh. Oh, well, that's great. Guess I didn't press record. Anyhow, the 55's down there now. I used the truck to pull it. I wanted to have all the cars backed in, you know, just because it would look nice, but I'm not dealing with that tonight. So what I'm going to do is basically the same thing I did for the Mustang. I'm going to go in now and set up the hoist thing and whatever. We'll check back in a sec. All right, got the winch set up. Open the door. Try to get this thing in here. Man, mosquitoes are out. One more thing. Finally. Goodness gracious. Oh! I'm getting too old for this. Whatever. Not a problem for today. Well, long day, but they're all tucked in. This was the goal for the day. Like I said, I would have really rather had this 55 backed in, but it just wasn't in the cards today. So that's gonna be the end of this video. Y'all take it easy. See ya.